The next...
All right, guys. So if you didn't see the last two videos, go watch them right now, right this second, and click the subscribe button. Let's go.
Okay, so chapter 4 is loneliness. The next day was rainy and dark. Rain fell on the roof of the barn and dripped steadily from the eaves. Rain fell in the barnyard and ran in crooked courses down into the lane where thistles and pigweed grew. Rain spattered against Mrs. Zuckerman's kitchen windows and came gushing out of the downspouts. Rain fell on the backs of the sheep as they grazed in the meadow. When the sheep tired of standing in the rain, they walked slowly up the lane and into the fold. Rain upset Wilbur's plans. Wilbur had planned to go outside this day and dig a new hole in his yard. He had other plans too. His plans for the day went something like this. Breakfast at 6:30, skim milk crust, middlings, bits of donuts, wheat cakes with drops of maple syrup sticking to them, potato skins, leftover custard, pudding with raisins, a bit of shredded wheat. Breakfast would be finished at 7. From 7 to 8, Wilbur planned to go have a talk with Templeton, the rat that lived under his trough. Talking with Templeton was not the most interesting occupation in the world. Nope. It was better than nothing.
Nope.
From 8 to 9, Wilbur planned to take a nap outdoors in the sun. From 9 to 11, he planned to dig a hole or trench, possibly find something good to eat buried in the dirt. From 11 to 12, he planned to sit still and watch flies on the boards, watch bees in the clover, and watch swallows in the air. 12 o'clock.
That's like super duper late at night.
Well, that's it. This is still during the day, so it's like 11 in the morning time.
Oh, well, you already said like that. I thought you were like talking about like that late at night.
Oh yeah, no, that would be crazy. He woke up at 6:30. So now 12 o'clock. That's in the afternoon, lunchtime. Middlings, warm water, apple parings, meat gravy, carrot scrapings, meat scraps, stale hominy, and the wrapper off a package of cheese. Lunch would be over at 1. From 1 to 2, Wilbur planned to sleep. From 2 to 3, he planned to scratch itchy places by rubbing them against the fence. From 3 to 4, he planned to stand perfectly still and think of what it was like to be alive, and then wait for Fern. At 4 would come supper, skim milk, provender, leftover sandwich from Lurvy's lunchbox, prune skins, a morsel of this, a bit of that, fried potatoes, marmalade, drippings, a little more of this, a little more of that, a little piece of baked apple, a scrap of upside-down cake. Wilbur had gone to sleep thinking about these plans.
Yep. That's a lot of stuff to build on the day, and I did a lot during the day. Trust me, I know that you guys were also doing a lot of stuff, and she was doing a lot of stuff too. She was all busy.
Mm-hmm. Well, he awoke at 6 and saw the rain. And it seemed though he couldn't bear it. I got everything all beautifully planned out, and it has to go and rain. For a while he stood gloomily indoors, and then he walked to the door and looked out. Drops of rain struck his face. His yard was cold and wet. His trough had an inch of rainwater in it. Templeton was nowhere to be seen. "Are you out there, Templeton?" called Wilbur. There was no answer. Suddenly, Wilbur felt lonely and friendless. "One day just like another," he groaned. I'm very young. I have no real friend here in the barn, and it's going to rain all morning and all afternoon, and Fern isn't going to come in such bad weather. Oh, honestly." Wilbur was crying again for a second time in 2 days. At 6:30, Wilbur heard the bang of the pail. Lurvy was standing outside in the rain, stirring breakfast. "Come on, pig," said Lurvy. Wilbur did not budge. Lurvy dumped the slops, scraped the pail, and walked away. He noticed that something was wrong with the pig. Wilbur didn't want food. He wanted love. He wanted a friend, someone who would play with him. He mentioned this to the goose, who was sitting quietly in the corner of the sheepfold. "Will you come over and play with me?" he asked. "Sorry, Sonny, sorry," said the goose. "I'm sitting on my eggs. 8 of them. Gotta keep 'em toasty and oasty warm. I have to stay right here. I'm no fibbity-ibbity giblet. I don't play when there's eggs to hatch. I'm expecting goslings. Well, I didn't think you were expecting woodpeckers, said Wilbert bitterly. Wilbert next tried one of the lambs. Will you please play with me? He asked. Certainly not, said the lamb. In the first place, I cannot get into your pen. I'm not old enough to jump over the fence. In the second place, I'm not interested in pigs. Pigs mean less than nothing to me. What do you mean, less than nothing? Replied Wilbur. I don't think there's any such thing as less than nothing. Nothing is absolutely the limit of nothingness. It is the lowest you can go. It is the end of the line. How can something be less than nothing? If there was something that was less than nothing, then nothing would be nothing. It would be something. Even though it's just a very little bit of something. But if nothing is nothing, then nothing has nothing, and nothing is less than it is. Oh, be quiet, said the lamb. Go play with yourself. I don't play with pigs. Sadly, Wilbur laid down and listened to the rain. Soon he saw a rat climbing down the slanted board that he used as a stairway. Would you play with me, Templeton? Asked Wilbur. Play, said Templeton, twirling his whiskers. Play? I hardly know the meaning of the word. Well, said Wilbur, it means to have fun, to frolic, to run, and skip, and make merry. I never do those things, if I can avoid them, replied the rat sourly. I prefer to spend my time eating, gnawing, spying, and hiding. I'm a glutton, but not a merrymaker. Right now I'm on my way to your trough to eat your breakfast, since you haven't gotten the sense enough to eat it yourself. And Templeton the rat crept stealthily along the wall to disappear into a private tunnel that he had dug between the door and the trough in Wilbur's yard. Templeton was a crafty rat, and he had things pretty much his own way. The tunnel was an example of his skill and cunning. The tunnel enabled him to get from the barn to his hiding place under the pig trough without coming out into the open. He had tunnels and runways all over Mr. Zuckerman's farm, and could get from one place to another without being seen. Usually, he slept during the daytime and was abroad only after dark. Wilbur watched him disappear into the tunnel. In a moment, he saw the rat's sharp nose poke out from underneath the wooden trough. Cautiously, Templeton pulled himself up over the edge of the trough. This was almost more than Wilbur could stand. On this dreary, rainy day, to see his breakfast being eaten by somebody else, he knew Templeton was getting soaked out there from the pouring rain, but even that didn't comfort him. Friendless, dejected, and hungry, he threw himself down in the manure and sobbed. Late that afternoon, Lurvy went to Mr. Zuckerman. I think there's something wrong with that pig of yours. He hasn't touched his food. Give him 2 spoonfuls of sulfur and a little molasses, said Mr. Zuckerman. Wilbur couldn't believe what was happening to him when Lurvy caught him and forced the medicine down his throat. It was certainly the worst day of his life. He didn't know whether he could endure an awful loneliness anymore. Darkness settled over everything. Soon there were only shadows and the noises of the sheep chewing their cud, and occasionally the rattle of a cow chain up overhead. You can imagine Wilbur's surprise when, out of the darkness, came a small voice that had never been heard before. It sounded rather thin but pleasant. Do you want a friend, Wilbur? It said. I'll be a friend to you. I've watched you all day and I like you. But I can't see you, said Wilbur, jumping to his feet. Where are you, and who are you? I'm right up here, said the voice. Go to sleep. I'll see you in the morning. You'll see me in the morning.
All right. That's it. See you later. Probably we might see you tomorrow, but we're actually going to do a quick little vlog also. So I hope we have fun with this vlog. So we're going to start a vlog plus Charlotte's Web.
Yes. So I would like to know what you think of the book so far. What do you think's gonna happen? Because right now, what's happened so far?
Well, the pig has gone through a lot of action right now.
Yeah.
The pig.
What's in the barn? I feel like he doesn't have any friends at this point, except for it sounds like he might have just met one. But like otherwise, he's been really lonely. Like, where did Fern go? Why hasn't she been there to visit?
I don't know.
And now he's not eating. I just don't know. There's a lot of stuff that could possibly be happening. What do you think?
I don't really know.
Well, I think we're about to see a new twist to the book, and hopefully we'll be able to find some new characters tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's do a vlog.
Okay. What do you want to do it about?
I don't know.
Let's see. We have another reading partner that's been reading with us every night. Did you introduce that reading partner?
Who is it?
It's right behind you.
Suki.
She's been paying attention. Who else has been involved with the reading?
Me.
Okay, so
But-
why don't you say something then?
Well, I don't want to show my face because they'll take the comments off.
Oh.
So, but I want to see what they think about the story. So I don't want to have the comments off.
Oh, I see. What else should we talk about then?
Or let's just make a random vlog.
I know, but what do we do?
Like show them the new stuff in our house.
Okay.
Here's our new painting.
We need to get it framed. It's getting framed tomorrow.
Yes. See the outlines right there?
maybe? What else is new? These pillows, right?
Yep. Want to sit down and relax on them? Here you go. Do you want to?
It's so silly. And then this thing, it's like
Oh.
mermaid scales.
It's like mermaid scales. Same.
Chandelier shades.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
Those pillows.
Oh my goodness, those pillows are totally new.
The
Oh wait,
rugs.
do you want to see my device? That's Florida and Alabama's device.
Oh, the rugs are new.
Yep, they're very new. This beautiful rug with the dog bone.
And then the birds of paradise. And
Birds of
the dining
paradise.
room.
Yeah, they're in the dining room somewhere.
I need to help Eddie.